Number 2.
Oh my god. This should have been number 1 on the list.
It could have. Honestly, if it were a list of the most entertaining scenes from the MCU, it probably would.
It lives rent-free in my head, and in the heads of millions of others.
For good reason. This scene is delightful and actually accomplishes a couple things for the Guardians of the Galaxy narrative.
Oh yeah, first, we get to see Groot grow a bit after watching him sacrifice himself for his friends in the climax of the movie. It's one of the most moving scenes in the entire MCU. So to go from that poignant, sad moment to this goofy and delightful vibe, it just sticks with and puts you in a good mood.
The scene also takes advantage of Gunn's use of music to push the narrative forward throughout the movie.
Gunn originally pitched using music from the 70s and 80s to make the film feel more grounded and remind audiences that Peter is from Earth.
But at the end of the movie, we get I Want You Back by the Jackson 5 with Baby Groot dancing, making him feel more human and Earth-like.
Plus, Baby Michael Jackson's voice kind of goes really well with Baby Groot stealing the show.
Equally delightful, James Gunn told the public after the film's release that Baby Groot's dance moves are actually based on Gunn's very own silly moves.
Yes, and he apparently told everyone to leave the studio because he was too shy to do this scene in front of everyone else. He videotaped himself and then sent the footage to his animators, and the rest is MCU legend. Ultimately, it's just one of the most memorable scenes in the MCU, and deserves to be number 2 on our list. But there is an argument for number 1, in my opinion.
It was funny then, it was hilarious then. Do you think it's so funny now?
I think it's fantastic now. I've just got done doing like a rewatch, or at least we're past this part of the rewatch of the MCU timeline, and I love this scene. It still holds up. The funny ones are always funny, and they stick with you. So, like, it stands out. And you know what? Like, Drax has his own separate comedic performance and comedic relief, and so him and Groot on the screen together, like, it's good as gets.
It is, and I agree. I think this scene is classic, and it's just so fun that it's hard not to smile at it. By the way, speaking of Drax here, as Drax keeps whipping his head around to see if Groot is dancing, do you know why he's stopping to dance every time Drax looks at him?
No, why is that?
So it's actually confirmed in the audio commentary in Guardians of the Galaxy 2 that he's doing that because Drax thinks dancing is stupid and he doesn't dance. And Groot wants Drax to think Groot is cool. So that's why he stops dancing every time he looks at him.
That's so charming. This scene should be number 1.
This scene, because I have to imagine because of how popular this scene is, or just maybe how much it tickled James Gunn, that he doubles down this scene and it becomes the intro to Guardians of the Galaxy 2 with Groot dancing. And then it kind of becomes the ending of Guardians of the Galaxy 3 when the Dog Days of Summer is playing, when everyone is dancing. And finally, so is Drax.
Great point. Yeah, it's one of the best parts of the Guardians franchise is really just how it intertwines music. And then, of course, Groot dancing. Who doesn't love Groot dancing?
Dude, all forms of Groot dancing. I'll take all ages of Groot dancing. I love it, but Baby Groot, that's a special dance in my heart. It's the first one, it's the best one. Also, do you think in that scene that this is how Drax learned to become invisible?
I think Drax is still learning how to become invisible. But what we want to know is what you guys think. Does this scene belong on Marvel's best post-credit scene list? Let us know in the comments.
And be sure to tune in tomorrow as we reveal our number 1 pick for Marvel's best post-credit scene. It's a Merry Marvel Christmas countdown.
Peace.